what's up guys, it's Steph, and today we're here to talk about a series of books that I just recently finished and all just recently got put out, and that is the Makanza series by Miss Krista Street. Now, just a bit of a disclaimer here. I don't know if I'm pronouncing Makanza right, or Makanza. It's spelled M-A-K-A-N-Z-A, and I always feel like I pronounce it wrong, so I do apologize if I keep pronouncing it wrong, but this is a series that I have been review reading for, and it is very good. The last book just got done. I thought it was really good, so now I'm here to talk to you guys about it and encourage you to read it and check it out because it is an adult novel put out by an indie author, so we all like to support indie authors. So I said so a lot right there. I apologize. Let's just jump into this. The Makanza series consists of 4 books, all currently available on Amazon. Compound 26, Reservation 1, Section 12, Division 5. This series follows Dr. Megan Forrester, a young but extremely talented scientist who's looking to stop this disease that has wreaked havoc across the country. This disease is called Makanza. Makanza struck in 2 major waves before the beginning of the book. Anyone infected during those waves was not likely to survive. It was so devastating that land borders were enforced and food rations were put into place pretty quickly. Normal life was pretty much done after the first wave. Anyone that did actually survive became changed in some sort of way. They became known as Kazis, and the way that they were changed varied from person to person infected. This disease affected its survivors in various different ways. Some had physical changes, others had changes invisible to the human eye. It was almost like they developed superpowers. Let me just tell you, because some people could move faster than before. Some people could handle a lot more heat than before. Other people had their physical features enlarged, or they grew extra skin and they could fly. It was these things that it kind of reminds you of mutants in, say, the X-Men series or something like that. Unfortunately, with these changes, it also means they remain contagious and can still pass the disease off to anyone that comes in contact with them or breathes the same air or anything like that. Across the United States, there are various compounds that are assigned for Kazi research and Makanza research and trying to figure out how to stop this disease from happening again, how to cure a vaccine, all this stuff you have to do when you have a major health crisis. There are compounds, each state has a different compound, and our main character, Dr. Megan Forrester, is assigned to Compound 26 in order to aid in the creation of a vaccine for Makanza. For the rest of this series, she becomes invested in creating a vaccine, protesting for Kazi rights and campaigning for Kazi rights, as well as trying to develop a cure for Makanza. Along with all those things, she deals with her own anxieties and character growth. I mean, she has some pretty bad anxiety when we first meet her in these books, and she's trying to get through it, and she gets better throughout the books. We see her struggling and overcoming and dealing with these anxieties. And it just keeps going. She keeps pushing through it, and she keeps persisting. And man, I think she is a really strong female character. I really enjoyed reading her journey of fighting for the Kazis. Both for them to be cured, for them to be freed, for them to have what normal people have, because they pretty much are normal people except for slight differences. Like, some people have different colored skin, some people have different, extensions of their body parts because of what this disease did to them. But for the most part, they are normal people, and once a vaccine can be created, they're of no, they can't harm anyone. Well, unless they're murderers, but that doesn't happen here. She was a strong and smart female lead who was dedicated to making a change in the world she lived in. And I really admired that. I really enjoyed that about her character, and I absolutely loved it. Of course, there is some romance that sparks between Megan and a few male suitors, but there's only one that she has eyes for. I also hope you love slow burn romances, because wowza, this one is a slow burn, but it is so enjoyable. Yes, this is such a nice slow burn. Possibly a slow burn romance at its finest, let me tell you. Krista Street really delivered again with an engaging story and interesting characters. And it makes you want to keep moving on to the next book to see what's going to happen, why certain characters are acting or doing things the way they are. As you go throughout the series, just more is unveiled and more characters are developed and it was really, really good. I absolutely love this series, and to Miss Krista Street, thank you once again for letting me review read for you. It's always a pleasure, and I'm always excited to see what you put out next. It's been really fun. If you want to check out this series based off of what I said, and maybe you saw the covers earlier because I was supposed to do a voiceover if that didn't work out, oopsie. But if you saw those and you're intrigued by the covers even as well, because those covers are pretty sweet, I will leave links down below where you can find them all on Amazon, book 1 through 4. They're all available. They all should be available. You have Kindle and paperback. And I highly recommend checking them out because they're pretty good. If you're a fan of kind of sci-fi genres, if you're a fan of diseases, well, no one's a real fan of diseases, but you know, where there is kind of, what's the word, dystopia. It's a kind of dystopia, but things are still moving along. I think it's a really good and fun story, and I recommend it. It's really fun, guys. I'm gonna keep saying that because I really enjoyed the series. Read it over the few months it went out, because first one I believe came out in March, and now we're in August, and now we have like this whole little series, and it's really good. Keep recommending it. I recommend it. It is fun. If you're looking for an adult series to jump into, just dive right in. And that's all I've got for you guys today. Now, if you want to see me, I actually did an interview with Krista Street a while back in my channel history. That was pretty far back. I did an interview with her, so if she does tease this book and tease a bit of what this story is about. So if you're interested in that, and also hearing about her first series that I kind of read to review, which was her Forgotten Children series. Yeah, Forgotten Children series. I always want to call it something else. I'll leave that video for you right here. If you'd like to see my last video, which was a reading vlog while I went to the coast, there are sea otters, there are jellyfish, there are sea lions. It is fun. I will leave that for you right here. I also finished a whole book in one day. Yeah. And if you want to subscribe, my face will be right here, as well as the button down there. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you have a lovely day / night, and I'll see you later.